And to 8 changes to the team that beat Everton in the FA Cup on Friday. Those that remain are Dalot, Malacia and Anthony. There's a debut for 17-year-old midfielder Kobe Menu. Like Garnacho, part of the United team that won the FA Youth Cup last season. Bruno Fernandes suspended, Marcus Rashford on the bench.
Well, United revert to the centre-back partnership that was so poor at the start of the season. Martinez and Maguire, so they need to play much better here today. They give the debut, as you mentioned, to Kobe Menu, who was excellent in their FA Cup youth win last season. He's excellent in that midfield area. He'll probably play slightly deeper and make forward runs. And as we heard, it should be Elanga through the middle. Garnacho, I think, will play on the left-hand side. Elanga through the middle. Anthony on the right-hand side. It's a good Manchester United team.
Let's look at the Charlton lineup. They make just one alteration to the side that earned a narrow victory over Lincoln in League One at the weekend. Aussie goalkeeper Ashley Maynard-Brewer returns after concussion. Steven Sessegnon is the twin brother of Tottenham's Ryan Sessegnon. He starts at left back. And Miles Leaburn leads the line just as his father Carl did for Charlton for more than a decade.
Well, they have switched from a back three to a back four on occasions since the arrival of Dean Holden, and that looks to be the case tonight with Innes and Ness, the two centre-backs. Claire and Sessegnon, the two full-backs. It's a strong midfield. Dobson will be the holding player. Morgan to his right, Fraser to his left. And watch out for Miles Leaburn up front. He can lead the line, he can run in behind, and he can score a goal.
There's also the on-loan winger, Jurison Raksaki of Crystal Palace. But we're looking at Alejandro Garnacho, the 18-year-old, called up already by the senior Argentina team prior to the World Cup. Not yet capped, a junior at Atletico Madrid, very much making his way at Manchester United now. Scorer of a couple of goals already this season. Charlton's normal colours would be red. They are obliged to change tonight as Ashley Maynard-Brewer, 23-year-old Australian, takes his place in goal for Charlton. His countryman Jared Gillett with the whistle. One last chance then for a non-Premier League team to make a proper impact at the business end of this season's Carabao Cup. Can Charlton Athletic, backed by 9,000 Travan fans. McTominay. It's cut out by the skipper for Charlton, Dobson. McTominay emerges with it a second time, and here's Garnacho. Held up by Claire. Garnacho breezes past him. Here's Dalot. First clear chance of this tie inside 100 seconds.
Yeah, that's a worry for Charlton. Garnacho going past Claire far too easily. I don't think he was looking for Dalot. But it ends up, he was looking for Anthony, I think, as he comes in here. It's behind Anthony. And Dalot racing onto it on his left foot, just gets underneath it. Taylor went to sleep, but this is good play from Garnacho. That's what you expect to see from him. A little step over, change of pace, and a decent ball into the box.
We were hearing from the two irascibly. Martinez. Maguire. Garnacho leaves Claire on the floor and finds an angle himself.
Good start to the game for Garnacho. Brilliant pass by Harry Maguire, stepping out from the back. Big diagonal. That second touch is a good one from Garnacho, then threatens to cross it with his left foot. Not good defending from Claire. You can see what he's trying to do, wrap his foot round it and bend it into that top corner. Looks to be on form, the Argentinian wide player.
Have you seen enough of him to have become a fan, or? Menu. Garnacho. Fred with time, and the block was by Innes.
Good block it was as well. Really good play from Manchester United. Again, Garnacho involved. Fullback Malacia getting forward, the cut back to Fred. Well, it probably hits him more than anything else.
Fred's father, Carl, who played 400 games for Charlton.
Played a few for Wimbledon as well.
Heaton with a touch. And then the ball obligingly directed straight back at him. And the 36-year-old former England goalkeeper bowls it out to Garnacho, who's on his way with numbers in support. Elanga. Garnacho. McTominay. Menu. Finally it was Fred. And now the referee has called a halt because of a problem at the other end of the field.
Yeah, it was from the corner. Heaton came out and won the ball, but also took a bit of his man out with him. There is the challenge. I've already seen he's done a lot of good work in midfield, Dobson. He's the player that's going to close down. It was Claire that obviously took the whack. He's already got that mask on. Fair challenge by both players. Good jump as well by the fullback, Claire. Dobson with the volley back, nicely into the arms of Heaton.
A very rare opportunity for Tom Heaton, who's played fewer games for Manchester United than he has. Maguire. It's the third or fourth time we've seen that lengthy diagonal, this time picking out Malacia. Garnacho. Fred. Anthony. Lovely effort. Well, we're told he is a special player. That is a special moment. Consistency eludes him, but the ability to get spectators out of their seats is his stock in trade.
Well, it was a nice little run from Dalot. Dalot makes the run through the centre forward position, which just leaves a bit of space for Anthony at this far area. Watch the run of Dalot. That just opens up so the ball can be played to Anthony. A couple of touches. He knows exactly what he's looking to do. And I don't think the goalkeeper, Maynard Brewer, had any chance here. Bent with pace, accuracy, really good finish with his left foot. And that's what you expect to see from a player that costs that amount of money.
$100 million from Ajax. And scoring his fifth goal for Manchester United. And his second in a row, having netted against Everton in the FA Cup on Friday night here. Fred. Lisandro Martinez. Alejandro Garnacho. Dalot. Arrowed in towards Anthony. Sent goalwards by Elanga, and it's out with Garnacho. Martinez. Dalot. Malacia. Anthony coming in. And a clash of heads with Sessegnon.
Good defending, Sessegnon. It's not easy, the ball played over the top of him. He knows there's going to be a challenge, he was brave. Just got his head on it. Dalot finding himself out on the left-hand side. He's made a lot of good forward runs. Malacia with the second cross of that move. The first one was the cut back into the 6-yard box. That's really good defending from Sessegnon. Here's the goal again. And it's Blackett-Taylor that could have been out a lot quicker. But he's been dragged into a really defensive position at times.
Fred. Anthony. Manchester United creative talents are either not involved for Manchester United, or in the case of Marcus Rashford, confined to the bench. A rare opportunity for Fred to shine from a set piece. Or maybe not. It is Fred! Of course he is Brazilian. And that goes hand in glove with the moments of inspiration. It was a terrific free kick. Here's Garnacho. Maguire. Fred. Well, let's go back to that free kick.
Well, we were both at the Etihad and saw Mahrez hit a similar sort of free kick. It's a brilliant strike. Comes from an angle, wraps his foot round it, gets it over a very big wall.
I'll be Morgan amongst those eyeing this up.
Now, you didn't fancy Fred when he stepped up to take his.
Well, don't put words in my mouth, Stuart.
What about Morgan here?
Not in the prediction business.
It's a double wall. There's a Charlton wall in front.
That'll be Morgan. Goalkeeper didn't seem particularly concerned.
Always bending away. Good couple of yards wide in the end. Wasn't a terrible effort. Good Palacia, not the right pass in the end. But there you saw Anthony get to the byline, had a great chance to cross it with his right foot and turned away from it. Dobson started the counter-attack.
Garnacho.
But at least he was prepared to go down his left-hand side. He's a right-footed player.
Leeburn does win that aerial duel and finds Morgan. Here's Fraser. Good opportunity in the opening moments of the second half for Charlton.
And look what happens when Leeburn wins the first ball in the air. It's actually the second ball that was played forward. Then they can get runners off the back of him. He just flicks this one on. Morgan runs onto it. Now they've got players joining in. It's not a very good finish in the end, but much, much better. There was Fraser on his left foot. Should have hit the target.
Finding Maguire. Malacia. Garnacho. Fred. Wan-Bissaka and Elanga, who looks across towards the assistant referee and sees an upraised flag.
Well, to start with, it was a great diagonal pass. Here it comes from Fred. Wan-Bissaka making the forward run, times it perfectly, but not the run in the middle. Elanga offside. Looking run at the defender in the box. He's up against a centre-half in Ness. Yes, Sessegnon had come back and doubled up with him, but really should have been trying to go past his centre-back.
Anthony, fine effort.
Of course, that's what he can do, as he showed with the first goal. Again, it's Blackett-Taylor that has to go out there, allows him to come infield on his left foot. This time he doesn't get the whip on it. See from behind the goal, starts it too wide. Sending player to centre-half as well, Luke Shaw.
Fred. Was on by Martinez and will be retrieved by Anthony. Leeburn. Blackett-Taylor. And Leeburn challenging with Martinez.
Good play, Blackett-Taylor. Malacia found himself at right back and he went down the outside of him. Good cross to the far post, and that's where you want Leeburn attacking the ball. As I said, he's up against Martinez, who's not the biggest player. He's got to see that coming. Rather than go with his foot, he's got to be attacking that. Even if he's not going for goal, he's heading it back into a dangerous area.
Not looking for contact. Referee is distinctly unimpressed. McTominay. Garnacho. It's the defender, Garnacho! Who is an attacking midfielder, formerly with Southend and Swindon, is going to come on.
Here's where they wanted a foul, Charlton. Casemiro probably did foul, and immediately McTominay gets on the ball. Inch perfect pass for Garnacho. He was always going to come back on his right foot, but the goalkeeper read it well. Nice height for him, but a good save.
Martinez. Garnacho. Eriksson. Still in play with Wan-Bissaka. Now Elanga. Casemiro.
Great ball from Eriksson, wasn't it? Timed his run, got in behind. Just bent it into a 6-yard box area. Once again, Garnacho's offside. 2 or 3 times now that's been the case. This is the moment where Eriksson makes that little darting run and then just plays it into a good area. McTominay, I think, was coming round the back. Could he have thrown himself at it? Probably not. Lined up, playing the right footer. As in the first half, a wall in front of a wall for Charlton.
Well, Charlton have been the team that just will not go away in the Carabao Cup this season, rescued by late equalisers, victorious on penalties. It is Fraser, and Heaton comfortably behind it.
Well, those players move out the way. It does go between the wall and the man that was just outside of that, Eriksson, but comfortable for the goalkeeper, Heaton.
Well, if you'd said to Dean Holden 10 minutes or so to go and you're still in there pitching, he'd probably have taken that. Here though is Garnacho for Manchester United, and Eriksson.
Good block from Ness. Garnacho doing really well. Driving to the byline here. Clare can't quite get it, puts his arm on him. First block was from Innes, who actually puts it into the path of Eriksson. Here's the next challenge from Ness. Brilliant bit of defending.
Elanga. Garnacho. Header by O'Connell, taken down by Eriksson. Garnacho comes at Charlton again. And Eriksson! Good save as the ball came through bodies.
Well, it was good play by everybody. Garnacho just set up Eriksson and made the run towards the ball. And he strikes it probably as well as he could. And what a good save. Great bottom hand from the keeper, Maynard Brewer. Kept his team in it here. That's a really good save. His second one of the game. Been a wonderful player for many years now, Casemiro, for club and country.
Scott Fraser. Casemiro. Pelistri. It's Rashford! who scores for the 6th game in a row. Manchester United win 8 on the bounce. The Renaissance gathers pace, and they're through to the Carabao Cup semi-finals for the 3rd time in the last 4 seasons.
Well, before it gets to Rashford, 2 players do really well. The first one, Casemiro, who we were just talking about. Big switcher play. Here it is. Drilled that pass out to Pellistri. McTominay makes a good run. It's 3 versus 2, but he picks the right pass. Wasn't a great first touch from Rashford, nor was the second, but the third, he just keeps his composure and lifts it over the goalkeeper. Good finish in the end. Well played, Pellistri. Made the right choice. And Rashford did the rest.
Charlton's race appears to be run. But here's Stockley. Appealing for handball. Now they appeal for a foul. Casemiro, Rashford. He is in prime form. And Manchester United, having been held to a solitary goal for the majority of the night, are cruising through to the semis in style.
Well, it looked tight to be an offside, but it's a lovely ball played by Casemiro outside of his right boot. Lovely little pass. It's a tight one. I think he is onside. And this touch is a good one. And then with his left foot just wraps it round the ball, round the goalkeeper, and into the back of the net. That's the finish of a man full of confidence. He's had a brilliant season so far, Marcus Rashford.
No ongoing debate. There is no VAR tonight. Only from the semi-finals onwards. Rashford has 2, Manchester United have 3, and a place in the last 4.
Well, tonight we are the VAR, and I think we both think that's a goal. No offside.
And that was the concluding act of what in the end will go down in the record books